So hello everyone and welcome back with Deer of the Dark to Blood Bowl, and of course with your host Kira. So let's have a look who we are actually going to be facing against, and it is the khorne demons. I'm kind of happier to be meeting them once again than the Nurgle, because I kind of think that the Nurgle is probably going to be the toughest opponent. They have a bunch more level 2 guys though, that's for sure. Nothing too amazing, I hope. At least, but let's just get into the match, because why not? Your team, home team, so we actually do get a little bit of cash. Not that horribly much, but we get enough for Igor, which is lovely. Inducement results. After that, okay, he has some bribes, interesting. And we have just the Igor to help us save someone if we get something very horrible happening. If we happen to have something extremely horrible to happen. But we shall see how this match will be going. I have no idea, sus. Okay, this sort of a area. I'm not sure exactly what area this is, but something big moods. And Buckman's XXXX beer, something, Blood Bowl, and all those kind of signs. And then, first of all, let's have the tackle zones and then the names on. And they of course have again this Bloodthirster here with Frenzy and all those kind of things. It's kind of would be nice to be keeping him company with even Frankenstein or Mr. Hume, but on the other hand, if one of our zombies can do it, it might be better. So, I think we rather want that Hume and Frankenstein can be concentrating on something else, while then our zombies can be doing this kind of a job. Let's see if we're going to be on first. I do think that we might have at least Blake, and of course Boo is going to be here for a fact because of the guard. And I guess you can start for the moment. I guess so. And then you guys just change positions a little bit more. You guys can go a little bit forward. You guys here. And just then Drake and Variax here. And before kicking off, but it's not too big of a deal as such if we're kicking off or not. You guys can perhaps just be a little bit more forward. That's okay. Okay, he's here, so let's try to kick it a little bit more into this direction, I guess. Why not? Horrible kick again, I think. Yes, again. I should have just kicked completely in the middle here. I'm just so used to having the guy with the kick with the elf team that it's so easy to just say kick here and it's approximately here almost every time. But that was a horrible kick, Google. Horrible. Once again, horrible. Completely horrible. Okay. Well, the frenzy didn't do a lot, other than of course getting him a free way here for the moment, pretty much, but it's not going to be too helpful, I hope. Oh, Blake immediately got knocked out. Oh dear. And then Boo gets pushed around and... oh, that loveliness. Well, Boo, get up first of all. Here we at least have definitely a block to use. Otherwise, not really. I wouldn't think that he would be wanting to go and actually throw the ball at least, which is something. But, I guess I might go from here and try to get next to the carrier here with Frankenstein. It's a pretty good chance at least. He doesn't have block with this guy either, so that's good. Very nice. And yes, just go there. Just get there right next to them. As sus, I maybe should use Google or actually Gatli and Zakke more in this kind of bleaches, but well, at the moment also the flesh golems are very useful with the chop, so kind of like you to be actually almost next to this guy, but just come here for the moment, I guess. Google, just go and have a say hello to this guy for the moment. You can stay here for the moment. Verayax could surely move, but maybe after we do this. Hopefully successfully. Thank you. Good job, Drake. And just put him there. Do follow up, sure. I guess you could come here as a support for Google, just to make sure that they cannot do a lot. Come here, Verayax. He has strength 3, so as such it shouldn't be too big of a deal. He has the frenzy, so if he comes here, attacks Verayax, come here, Gatli, just so that... Well, actually then there's going to be a little bit of a freeway in here. Which probably I shouldn't allow. Come here. Okay, you can have a try at this. Okay, very good. Very good. And move up. Sure. Okay. We'll see how this will be going. They do... Well, I'm afraid he might still get Hume, or actually Frankenstein, down and get in here. Knocked out completely, yeah. Then he's completely free here to move here. But he didn't at least yet want to do that, and it might have been dangerous anyways, but still... Still not exactly what I would have liked. Oh, shame. Oh, very good. You were able to block that. So that's very nice. Well, Hume can take this. Yeah. Both down works. So it's all good. Maybe I shouldn't have moved both of you there, but on the other hand, there is also this one guy, so it's not like there's no one. You could try to go and do this, but that wouldn't be the nicest thing, at least at this point, but maybe you could at least come here to annoy him a little bit. And then... Drake, you could probably try this. Or Verayax, it doesn't really matter that much. Who tries to do that? Just you so that Verayax has a little bit, maybe. And just like wondering, how would we want to be dealing with this current situation? Verayax, try to do this. Good. Yeah, move into that direction nonetheless. You can be pretty well on the way there for the moment. Drake could very well come around in here somewhere as a support. Come into here, I guess. Could we can get 2 dices against this guy now easily, so we could possibly get Gatli next to the carrier here as well, so let's do that, I guess, yes. I'm a little bit afraid that this area is a little bit too free, but still, this isn't too bad at least. And I wouldn't think that they can take care of both of us, both of the werewolves here, at this very moment, so as such it shouldn't be too bad of a situation, especially when Drake is here as well as a support. Agente, try to do this. No, it's not worth the reroll though. At least he goes down as well for the moment. So he can always stand up, but still he at least was down. So that's something nonetheless. We'll see what he wants to be doing here specifically. This is not a perfect situation in here, but... Okay, pushing Gutley away. But then he either has to just dodge the carrier or... Well, yeah, dodge if he wants to get this guy out of here. He is moving this way a little bit, but... Great job, Boo. Great job. I don't know why, but it seems like these big guys are very often failing. And badly failing at that. So that's good. That is always very perfect. You could try this. Twice, actually. So then we could be free in trying to go somewhere completely different. Yes, try this twice, I guess. Yeah. Good. Awesome. Very, very good. That's done. But then, of course, it doesn't really change the situation here a full lot. I guess I could take this just for the fact that Hume should have a very good chance against this guy, as he did. Nice, an injury. Broken neck. Very nice, Hume, very nice. You got a few SPP points. He also regenerated. But that's okay. Nonetheless, you got the SPP points, which is always lovely. Well, we have the blitz still, of course, so we could try to do a blitz with Verax against this guy and then move him into this direction. Which is not the worst. Let's try that, I guess. I want to try to reroll that at least. No, don't move up. At least we can try to do this still then. Because that was horrible. That was just completely horrible. Now we can try this. That works, I guess. We can't really get there, but... Like, which one to try, but this is only one dice, and then next time if it goes further, it's even worse. Not really optimal. If we would dodge away from there, then we would have at least... Like, if we went from this direction, then we could still have only one die. I don't know. Would that be worth trying or not? Probably not. This might at least be a relatively good chance, considering that he doesn't have a block or anything like that, so I guess I could try that. Or I could try to dodge Google away from here and try to get him as a support. But he would also have to be basically making a going for it. So if I just bring him here, he would be able to at least have him as a support then in that situation, so... Okay, good. You made it even if you had to use the dodge roll. Because now if you push him there, Google is going to be there as a support. So maybe that way it could work. Also, you just happened to get really lucky there, to be honest. Didn't get the ball, but it's not in the worst position ever. Verax and Zaki are both next to it. So it's not the worst, it's not the best, but at least he has most of his players down anyhow. This guy isn't, but it's going to be very lucky if he gets to go and pick up the ball with him. He just brought that guy in there and pushed Verax out. But yeah, he was trying to go then with that guy, but that didn't quite work out. Okay, get up. Argenti can also get up. And just come here as a support, I guess. Mr. Hume. Oh yeah, he's down actually completely, isn't he? Yes, because he was so very successful against Pooh. So Pooh can come here. You're just keeping that guy busy. You can come here, I guess, and... Let's see, what do we have here? Not a full lot, but some. We could probably take this first of all. This is pretty good possibility. Very good, so probably this ratter nonetheless. Let's get you out of the way into there and do follow up. Very well. That is very well. We could go and blitz, of course, against this guy. And then try to get a little bit more into a better position. As such, I would really love to get Drake the touchdown, just for the fact that he would also get a little bit closer. As Zack is really extremely close for a touchdown too. Or we could blitz with Zack from this situation, so he wouldn't be here next to these guys. And get somewhere a little bit better position, but... Maybe we should just try to be going here for the moment. We have time still, so it's all good. Let's just try to make it here. Push these guys all the way, all the time out of the game. Like this. You could probably take this at least. He's not a very good guy anyhow, so sus. Very nice. Good. I think he's down only for one turn, but still, it isn't bad. I don't know. Should I really take this? But on the other hand, I really kind of wanna, so... Okay, good. It nonetheless succeeded, and it was worth it. You got an injury. Awesome. Very awesome. He regenerated, of course, but still, that's fine. You got the injury roll, which means that you're going to be getting the level up, even if you're not going to get the touchdown here. So that's all very good. Google could then blitz, I guess. There's nothing really, no one else who could try to be doing a blitz and a move and sus, so... do you follow up? Yeah, I think it's better to at least keep him busy. But yes, I think we have a relatively good situation here. Especially when he's taken two of his guys very far away. And, yeah. I guess he thinks that the situation is completely under control here. Of course, he still has guys here next to it, but still, that is interesting decision, and that guy is still going to be just down. Yes, he sure pushed Verax away for the moment, but I'm sure that's not going to be staying as that, like that, for too long. I'm not actually sure exactly what happened there, but, well, we'll see. This is a relatively good situation, I think. Hume could surely come into here, though. He's first of all securing the ball, and he's giving a support in here, or at least a little bit like that, so I think we can do this. I think it should be fine. Even if it's once a push, though, we are pushing him into here, aren't we? Still, I think it should be fine. I think so. Good. Should I just block him out, or should I do defender stumbles? Let's do defender stumbles. Yeah, no, you're not going to reroll that. The ball is in a good position. Let's try to do this so that Drake could go and blitz from here and try to pick up the ball. Yep. We're gonna try that. Yeah, come in here. You're keeping this guy a little bit busier, and then keeping this guy even more the company. I'm kind of not wanting to risk that at least yet. That much I can say. I'm kind of interested in trying to do this into this direction, but that would mean quite of a Good dice roll. Yeah, let's blitz you. I think that should be pretty good. That's nice. Then yes, to follow up. He's even stunned, so that's very nice. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna try this now, nonetheless. I might as well try to wait, but... yes. Failed. Oh well, I would have loved to try that still. But... it's in a very safe position anyways. Very safe position, so that's at least good. But still, just shame when it doesn't work. Surely a shame when it doesn't work, and this guy just dodged away, but that's fine, that's completely fine. They don't have exactly perfect situations here, anyhow, especially when this guy was out also for a few turns. Now then this guy is coming back, and this guy is finally even standing up indeed. Still, not a perfect situation for that. For this player, I might say. Oh. Well, that's good. That is perfect. Attacker down. That was very good. Hume, get rid of this guy. Yeah, do that. Okay, good, very good. Do you follow up? Maybe not. Maybe not. We can get Sake from here, for example, against this guy. Especially if we take Google into here, then Sake should have perfect dice against this guy still. Bush, it's okay. Of course, if this ends up into an injury roll now, it's a kind of a shame, but wouldn't anyway, so it's perfectly fine. Come into here then. Just to secure the ball. And Verax will also get into here to secure the ball. And let's try to see if Drake could pick up the ball this time around. After Akenti and Godly have also moved. Yes, come here, Godly. Let's make sure we're not going to be giving the ball away, even accidentally. So if something bad would happen, we have so many in here that... ah, Drake. Thank you for picking up the ball. Oh dear. Well, go make your touchdown now then. Thank you very much. Finally. And yeah, not going to touch that situation. Oh, Drake. That wasn't a very good show now, was it? But you're able to get at least a few more SPP points now, so that's very good and nice. Of course, you're still far away from the next level up, but this at least will be giving you a little bit better position nonetheless into getting it. And this was nonetheless their basically turn to try to be getting the touchdown, as it was their drive, so to speak, so this is very good. And they cannot have enough time pretty much for a touchdown anymore after this, so that's also very good. Good job, Drake, getting the touchdown now then finally. But better late than never, isn't it? Better late than never. Rats. Or mousies. Probably rats. Yes. Good, good. You guys are getting back up. Very good. That is perfect. What you saying? Bravo. Well, thank you very much. Okay, so we're kicking it off, but considering how little time there is, yeah, you guys are fine there, so good. Accept. Just kick the ball somewhere around here this time. Maybe this time around it will not scatter somewhere completely horrible. Okay, well, that's interesting. The referee moved the clock back for one turn before resuming the game. So we actually do have some time, and they have some time to try to get the touchdown still on this turn. which is interesting. Not serious, but interesting nonetheless. Well, they're dodging. They did, of course, also pick up the ball there. Frenzy. And Boo is down. Not too serious, but good job, Blake. Good job. Was it the boat down? No, it was just simply the attacker down. Very good, though. Very good. Come keep company to this one, for example. Why not? I guess you could come here too. You two keep companies to them. I can get relatively far into there. I do have to anyways move quick, considering that this is the second last turn. So there's not a lot of options as such. We just pretty much have to try to get there next to him as well as possible. Hope that he doesn't try to be running very far in a pitch into some cover. Like, for example, here I think we have to really be doing something more to stop him from moving there, really. And after that, do I want to use you or do I use Cutley? Maybe I could use Cutley. Let's see if I go from here. But of course this could then support, so maybe this is better nonetheless, I would think. Not really what I wanted, but guess it has to work for the moment. It's one dodge roll for you to get into here. I guess that could work. Try to do it, Cutley. We don't have rerolls, so that's of course a problem. But still, if we want to try to at least see if we could make one more good touchdown somehow this half, we kind of have to try something like these things. And not that it worked, but it was a chance. It was a chance. Good job, Verax. Okay, so he is completely out there in the open. Google can make it. Sake can make it. Verax, of course, cannot make it. Aketti cannot make it. So our best chance might be that we're going to be trying to do this with Aketti. Well, we just have to hope that no one that cannot score will not be picking up the ball. Google is the best because he at least has the sure hands. And I think Verax might be... As such, I'm also considering that Sake should be trying to do that, because of the fact that if we just blitz him, he does have... First of all, he has a good chance of doing those. He could try to be picking up the ball, maybe even immediately, and he should be able to run there even after a blitz, at least if he goes into this direction. So that could be a possibility. Maybe we could bring Verax into here as a support, and then just have a go at it with Sake from this direction and hope this works out. If it doesn't, well, at least we tried. We can have two chances against this guy. We did take him out. I guess forward. Okay, well, now then is of course the question, should I nonetheless rather try to do this pickup with Google, which is probably the case in the end. First of all, Sake is already going to be getting the level up. Google, of course, is far away from the next level up, but still, you're going to be getting the level up because you have 31 out of 31. But secondly, you have sure hands, which Sake unfortunately doesn't have. And you still have the movement allowance to try to make it without any, coins for it. So, try to do this, Google. This is up to you. Awesome. Good job. Didn't need to use the sure hands, but still, it's more of a sure thing in the end to try to use it. Awesome, we still scored, which I didn't expect to happen, but it's great when it does. Okay, halftime. Good, halftime. Our beautiful cheerleaders. Cheering away. What do their cheerleaders actually look like, cheerleaders? Oh yeah, they were these kind of like super pussies. Pretty much what you're saying. A bit close for comfort, but it worked. Yes, indeed, I would kind of say like that. Before receiving the kickoff. Let's nonetheless have Akent here, at least for this kind of a situation when we are receiving a kickoff. And you guys just go a little bit more in these directions. Yeah, that should be fine. In here we could now then give Magpie and maybe I could give Smart Pants a chance here for Chains, so that everyone gets to play well, except for Minsk, but well, Minsk is even wounded. Good. Let's see where they're going to be kicking the ball into. Gets an extra team reroll. Well, exactly to Google's hands, and Google just goes and picks it up. Well, that's good. So, where do we want to go? Well, of course, here we have this guy, but on the other hand, he's not going to be too big of a problem in the end, all things considering. He hasn't been able to do that much thus far anyways. And also, if we bring you here, or if we bring Drake there, then Drake can give support if, for example, Sackett tries to go in and charge. Like in here, you can still give support. I think that should be doable. If you just come here, Hume. Like, I'm a little bit uncertain about this, but I kind of would want to see about trying to just get a freeway in here. But maybe I should move some other guys first. Like, Frankenstein could try to be coming. Yeah, not there. Just into here. Verax could come in here. And then Cutley could also just come into here as a support, I guess. And Akenti could come here as a support as well on the way. Now it should be almost as safe as it can be. Yeah. Let's. Of course, I could be bringing you up a little bit in here. Just into here, I guess. Maybe. Yeah, sure. It shouldn't block too much of Sakke's way anyways, so that should be completely fine. Awesome. Just a push, which is not perfect. But we still get 2 dices, so that's all good in the end. Go next to Hume, thank you very much. Okay, that should be pretty good. Of course, this is a situation I don't want to touch into, but nonetheless, pretty good. Zack is a little bit in the trouble there now, though. We might say that much. A little bit on the trouble. He does have that one block at least in there to use. He freed one guy more. Which is also not too surprising. Good job, Frankenstein. As such, they have again committed a lot of guys into here. Not all, of course, but a lot. A lot. And a lot of them are actually very much indeed next to our guys here. Which is kind of interesting. They haven't really taken any of them elsewhere. We could try to just see about maybe taking that guy out and then dodging our way in here. That shouldn't be the worst idea. Of course, it might have been even good if we now actually didn't bring like Cutley all the way in here. We would have been able to just give the ball. Well, of course, we still could just give the ball and bring Cutley all the way into here, but he's not even remotely as far in here then nonetheless as he would be if I had left him more into here. As such, we of course do have extremely freeway at the moment in here too, but that's just still kind of a risky. Just for the fact that there's this many guys in here. Even if they're not exactly free. None of them are free. Still, we might still try it, possibly. Just bring something like... I might even try to go for it into that direction, so maybe you could come into here, Akenti, as a protection. And then it's just a question what to do exactly in here, nonetheless. You will be able to have 2 dices against that guy, for example, easily. But... Maybe I should just bring Verayax into here. He can then kind of support into a lot of those places anyhow. And you could then have 2 dices at least against this guy, which should be good. Nonetheless. Good. You didn't get to move up though, which is kind of a shame, but not that there's that much that I can do about that, at least at this very moment. I'm like really wondering, is there any good Bliss situation anymore though? Not necessarily, really. You could come in here, of course, but it's certainly not a perfect position. You could have 2 against this guy for the moment, but after that, that would be worse. You could have, of course, 2 in here, 1 in here now and 2 in this spot. Which might not be the worst. I'm just kind of wondering, should I be bringing... I don't want to be leaving you there. That's a fact. But should I be bringing you then possibly into here? That's just on the edge there, though. So hard to decide sometimes. If I go into here, that's of course a location nonetheless where not everyone from his guys can get. But still quite a few. I'm going to be out of time soon. So just come into here first of all. And okay, just try to see if you could be in here. Yeah, and you are going to try this. Okay. Yes, that works. Very good. I should have done it as a blitz, but I forgot. Not that it really mattered anyways. Maybe I should have moved you even more, but at least it should be hard for them to exactly get there. Well, we'll see. I really don't know what to exactly think of this situation at the moment. Oof, poor Pooh. Poor Pooh getting knocked out. Still, they're not exactly free in moving here. This situation, of course, isn't good, but it's okay. And Hugh, of course, is surrounded by 3 players, but... Ah, lovely. Okay, that's pretty much... That makes our life here loads easier. Here, of course, I can then think, do I want to just go here and just try to go for it once? Or should I, for example, take Akenti into here and then give the ball to Akenti with Google? Because then we would be able to get the touchdown right away and it would be done, pretty much. So, of course, that almost makes me feeling like I wanna try a throw, but that would be a little bit stupid. And Akenti is pretty close to a level up too. Oh, catch the ball, Aketti. Of course you didn't want to catch it. Well, there goes that plan. Oh dear. Now Google is just cursing at Aketti that you are like, how could you not catch that? And that's true. How couldn't you? It was just there. I should have stood up people more and all that too, because that was just silly of me not to do it. But I was just thinking that if it works, but I should always first consider what if it doesn't work. But I just totally forgot to do it. I could also be doing blocks here with Frankenstein and all that. So not that he is exactly in a good position here, even if he gets this one guy into there or something, or a few guys, but still, it's surely not a perfect position for him. But still, that was just stupid of me. There's not really a lot else to say than it was stupid. Smarty, come here. Keep him busy. Magpie, just come in here. And then Sake, you will be getting up. Hume will be trying to be taking care of this soon, but not yet, because you're also going to be getting up. And then Hume, get rid of this guy. Good. You can move up, that's fine. Now Verax and Drake are both free. Drake, for example, could come into here. Or on the other side, Verax could also do it. So you can only really come into there. As such, I would rather like to try to just get here with a guarding player against both of these guys and then try to do this. Yeah. Let's try to do this, Verax. Get the ball again to us. Very nice. Very nice. The ball is safe, or in a safe location. Okay then. Well, come into here, Google. Just to make this area as secure as possible. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to make it anyways into there. You could try to be doing that, but I wanna try this first. Good. Yes, do follow up. And then Google. No, not Google. Aketti. Would you actually want to pick up the ball? Why did I go there? Because I was silly. I was thinking that I don't want the ball to scatter this direction, so I went in from there, but I didn't see that it was dodge until I already had to be making the dodge, so in here it doesn't really matter how far we go anyway, so if you lose the ball again, Aketti, you're not going to be having a lot of chances of trying to be doing that touchdown anymore. Well, you didn't actually have the ball at all last time around, but still. I'm not sure if you actually moved yet. Possibly not. You wanted to get Magpie. That's a Sazo case because you're still on the way. And actually you didn't even do a blitz against Aketti, which is perfectly fine with me. Wild animal, which is also perfectly fine. Pushing there, that's also completely fine. Even if Cutley is now on the edge here, which I don't really like, but still, it's not the worst situation for sure. I guess you could try to go and do that, though rather from this direction. Just so that even a push is okay. Good. Move up. Now then, I kind of would like to actually try to get some injury rolls, so this is as safe of a location pretty much as possible. So I don't think it's that necessary for me to really be too worried about it, so these guys can get there. But still, I would really like to try this one at least. Even if it's maybe silly, but okay, good. Oh, knockout. He might be out for the next time still, which would be lovely. We could try this, but you might be pushing him to a bad location, so let's just score. Go score there. Okay, now then, get those few star player points for yourself. Good. Good. At this point, Drake could have almost just gone and scored as well, because of the fact that he was so close, but he was tied up at the moment. But, oh well. Well, that was that kind of a show. Wonderful, now it's my turn. Well, you're welcome to try. You are welcome to try. Let's see. No, Minsk, you're not going to be there. Okay, let's give you guys a chance now that Boo is out for the moment. Then otherwise, everything is otherwise fine, but you guys can come a little bit up here. Really? Good, that's okay. Somewhere around here maybe. Could you manage to do that? Throw in a rock. Enraged fan hurls a rock at Smarty Pants on Deer of the Dark team. That's not nice at all. Why are you so enraged? Oh, he got knocked out. That's not nice. Stupid fans. You shouldn't be helping them because we're winning. You shouldn't be helping them to win a game that they're already lost. They can't score 4 touchdowns in this time frame. I can promise you that much. Poor Magpie. Well, Blake, I hope you can get a block against that guy. Well, dodge helped there, which is nice. You were able to stay up and about. He's gathering a little amount of guys in there. And the match imminent. Not really what I was looking for. Just come into here, I guess. But let's just move some of you guys first forward. Yeah, let's do a blitz in there. So let's rather bring Veranix in here. And then you can come here to cover these guys a little bit better. And then let's think about this. That would be 1 dodge. 1 dodge to get next to him. I'm not sure if it's worth it or not. Frankenstein can get into here almost. Almost is not enough though, but still, it's almost. I would kind of just like to be able to get into there at this time though. Come into here then, Frankenstein. I'm not gonna be risking going for it, with you at least. As such, we could just be considering clearing this spot here with like Gutley. Or what else could I consider doing? As said, you could try that, but I would rather try that after everyone else pretty much has moved. No. Yeah, I guess that would not be the worst. Just clear this guy out here. With Drake, for example. Good job. In there. Do follow up, because you're still not going to be tight. And then come into here. Yes, that should be okay. And then Gutley could come into here, possibly. And then Akenti could just come into here. Of course, here is a relatively clear way at the moment. As such, I could just bring Kukul here to make a little bit more of a secure line here. And he can, at least he's so quick, so he can move easily into some completely different places after this. You could try to come into here though, Sakke. Yeah, Drake is there anyways now and Cutley too, so he's going to be, well, at least very much indeed not in the perfect position with his carrier here. Saka of course is not completely safe considering this guy is here, but still, it's not the worst. You of course did take this guy up, so the Drake is moved. Though that's still not the worst situation. Claw. Poor Blake. It kind of feels almost like Blake is always getting knocked out at least, if no one else is. Ah, poor Sake. Of course, now he has a little bit more of freeway in here. Yeah, he brought the guy behind this guy. That I cannot say I like. That is something I do not like. Just get up. Yeah. We could be considering trying to blitz with Hume, trying to get him closer into there, but I don't think that's worth it. Just make a block against him. Well, maybe after something in here. Well, you would still have 2 dices against him, actually. So that's not a bad idea. Then he would at least lose the ball. It might scatter into a better place. Let's try that. It's worth it. With Frankenstein for a fact. The block works. Frankenstein, how can you always do that? That's very weird. You got the ball again. You just blitz into there in the middle of enemy, like this kind of a bloodthirster, and you just got the ball again. I really don't know how you do that. I really don't know how you do that. That is that is extremely interesting. Okay. So, how would we get some support for you into there? Not a lot of ways, really. Not a lot of ways. And I'm afraid to be taking Google into there, that's for sure. And maybe you could try to come here as a little bit of assistance, at least to Frankenstein. It's going to be very weird to try to be doing a touchdown with Frankenstein again, but I don't trust him to be at least giving the ball to anyone freely. Well, maybe he could actually, but still, it's also an interesting situation when a flesh golem goes and catches the ball, and Frankenstein now twice has catched the ball in a relatively close-up games even. You really like that ball, don't you? You really, really like him. Where do I want to bring you, Variax? I really have a hard time actually making my decision here. Maybe you should come here as just a support to Saki, actually. Because that's such a not a nice position as such. Come into here, Drake can try this at least. Oh, come on. I guess that's better. Yes, move up. I would want to try this and get him pushed into this direction, but on the other hand, then I think that's a little bit too risky, possibly. Maybe you should try to dodge, actually, and try to come all the way around into here, just for the fact that, well, considering the situation, the ball might be scattering into here when Frankenstein gets knocked out, so... Well, I assume that he will be getting knocked out. He might not, but it's a very high possibility. I'm not unhappy with the decision that I brought Cutley in here. Oh, I was already like looking at... No, I can't see. When he... especially when Ghouls don't have the regeneration, it's always so like painful to be watching whenever anyone of them gets attacked. It really is. Well, it's not the worst situation, even if not the best. Well, get up, back. Get back up. I do think that Gatley probably should just be picking up the ball and running, but where is another question entirely. We might consider trying to go from here to here, in this flank. Is this my last turn, actually? This is my last turn. Is there anyone who could try to get... No, no one could get there. Oh, that's a shame. That's such a shame. But this is our last turn. Well, as that's the case, we might as well try to do a few more blitzes in here and then just try to see about going and getting the ball and throwing it to someone. As good of a possibility as any else might be. Try to do this, Verax. That works. Get up. I don't know if I want to be taking Akenti up actually, but maybe you should still. Okay. I don't really know if you're able to try to do anything in there, really. Try to pick up the ball and come and throw it to Verax. Yeah. Well, good job picking it up, at least. That didn't quite work out, though. Well, as sad as it was our last turn, he cannot get... Well, he almost could get the touchdown if someone would be able to get the ball to him, but... Well, that was it. It was a relatively... Well, problem-free might be the right term. Problem-free game in the end, nonetheless. All things considering. We got quite a few SPP points at least from that still. And yes, I think rerolling is worth it. And we got exactly the same score. 12 out of 20, which isn't a lot, but... Their MVP is someone who is khorne, a goal-getter. Whatever. I don't know how it's supposed to be said. Deer of the Dark is Mr. Gatley. Lovely. You're getting closer to the next level up, which is also very good. What about player statistics from our team? Sakke got the 1 casualty. Mr. Gatley, of course, got the MVP. Then Hume got 1 casualty. Awesome. Drake got, of course, a touchdown. Google Kever got 1 touchdown, and so did Akenti. So it was pretty evenly spread out to a few players. So that was that. And someone did gain a level up. Sakke. Of course, yes. I completely forgot that Sakke actually did gain a level up, but yes, you did. Move up a level then. Oh, just as general skill. Well, what would you like? Sidestep could be annoying. Wouldn't be the worst, or dodge, or... Well, sure, weed wouldn't... or catch wouldn't be the worst. Tackle, of course, is nice. Shadowing, I like. I don't know how Pro actually completely works. Pro may attempt to reroll any 1 die roll he has made for free by succeeding a Pro roll. Well, it's not the worst, I guess. I don't know. What would you like? Shadowing I do like as a skill too, for a fact. It's really useful, at least for one of my elves in the Wood Elf team, for a fact. But do let me know. Nice still that we got our first guy into level 4. So that is very nice. So I hope you enjoyed this match with Deer of the Dark and Kide, and I shall see you next time. Thank you for watching. I shall see you then.